3 in the second as Brett Anderson goes back to work facing Yoenis Cespedes. Takes a strike, 0-1. Anderson, the left-handed ground ball specialist. Tough play, but Rollins made it on the hop, and Cespedes beat it.
I was wondering about the spacing on the shift. Ball just takes him back. He takes a little too much time. And you can't do that with Cespedes. He's a big, strong guy, but he's fast to first base.
You know what happens during the middle of the year is that Cespedes, who plays 160-plus games, he won't really run flat out on a ground ball like that. But in the postseason, of course, he is. And you saw his speed right there.
So the leadoff man on here in the bottom half of the second inning as the Mets try to do something about a 3-0 deficit. Here's Lucas Duda. 27 home runs in the regular season. Took left-handers deep 7 times. And the left-hander Anderson throws the breaking pitch over for a strike.
From up here, you look at high home, and you say, why wouldn't he just bunt it, you know, to straightaway third or straightaway short? Seems like it's being given to you.
Anderson has good stuff right now. Big inning for the Mets to try to put a run or two up on the board. Get right back in this game immediately. Shutdown ERA for Anderson this season, 1.29. Excellent.
His teammates gave him a 3-run second inning to work with.
I thought Mattingly had some interesting points about the offense against the shift. Sometimes the responsibilities are different. You had different people turning double plays like third baseman, and even the bunting of that. It's not your normal soft bunt. If you're going to bunt that side of the infield, you need to punch it. And you just don't work on that enough to try to get it. I would suspect if the shifts continue, you're going to start to see more and more people that try to adopt that skill.
You see Rollins and Kendrick in their normal spots. It's Justin Turner, the third baseman, who's playing in the hole on the right side. In the air to right. That ball's going to fall for a hit. They are at first and second. Here in the bottom half of the second. We saw the Dodgers with 4 straight hits. The Mets with 2 in a row to start the frame.
This is really interesting. I don't know if we'll be able to see it this first time. The base hit to right field because of the shift. Somebody's got to cover third. Base hit to right field. It's a potential first to third. And Rollins was scrambling back over to third to get there. That's some of the things that Mattingly was talking about. That the shift does produce, and you got to remember what your role is. Rollins is a shortstop, but he's not supposed to cover second anymore. He needs to get back to third.
Here's Travis d'Arnaud to left center field. That ball's going to get down for a base hit. That's going to get the Mets on the board. It is 3-1.
A nice response to that 3 spot you put up. They're trying to get right back in the game right away.
d'Arnaud needed it too. 0 for 7 in the series, but he connects there.
Remember, this entire inning started with Jimmy Rollins taking for granted the speed of Yoenis Cespedes.
I think the hard part of that play was catching it. And then he took a deep breath and didn't realize that Cespedes was getting it down the line.
Here's Wilmer Flores, the starting shortstop. Flores made 96 starts at short. He's starting tonight because Ruben Tejada had the broken leg in the Chase Utley run-in the other night.
Had strep throat in late September. Could not eat anything. Lost 10 pounds during that illness.
And among Mets fans, best known for that episode earlier this season, right near the trade deadline. Looked like he was going to be traded to the Milwaukee Brewers, part of a Carlos Gomez deal. He got word of it while on the field and had to wipe away tears. He's been with the organization since he was 16. Turns out that trade did not go through. A couple nights later, he hits a walk-off home run. Tapped back over the mound. Kendrick, no play. Infield hit. They're loaded with nobody out.
Well, there's 2 balls in this inning that go down not as errors, they go down as hits, but there are 2 plays that could be made. Rollins especially, this is a tough play right here. Coming across the mound, you got to catch it and release, just can't find the ball on the transfer.
So the Dodgers with 4 straight hits in the top half of the second inning. The Mets have done the same thing here in the bottom half. And here's Juan Lagares with the bases loaded.
Mets are being really aggressive in this inning. Up Brett Anderson.
This is the same situation, bases loaded, no outs. If you're the base runners, you want to be a little conservative. You don't want to have a line drive hit at any one of the infielders that can turn into a double play. So make sure you're conscious of who's close to the bag.
Missed outside, count even, a ball and a strike.
Lagares, who had started in center field against lefties in August and September, left out of that starting lineup in the first game of the series. Michael Cuddyer played in that first game. Now back in there here against Anderson.
Only 1 at bat in the series. He's 0 for 1. First playoff game ever here at Citi Field. The last one at Shea Stadium, Mets fans want to forget. Came in 2006 in the NLCS in Game 7. On the ground to first. Gonzalez to the plate for the out. 1 down, bases still loaded. Adrian Gonzalez can really handle the glove over there at first and made this look easy.
A really nice play because he's throwing like some of the other infielders around the diamond on the run. Knew that he had a little time and a force out at home plate. Makes a nice play.
Well, Matt Harvey, you put yourself into this fine mess. Can you extract yourself from it?
He bats with the bases loaded and 1 out. And takes a strike, 0-1. That Game 7 back in 06 against the St. Louis Cardinals. And a bitter end as Wainwright struck out Beltran. Looking at a curveball with the bases loaded. Cardinals beat him 3-1 to go to the World Series. Swing and a miss by Harvey, 0-2.
Harvey, like most of the Mets pitchers, as you see the runners on base. 28 RBIs from the Mets from their pitching staff. That led the National League. Harvey had a home run and 7 RBIs himself.
He did not go, says Chris Guccione. In fact, at one stretch he had 3 straight games in which he had knocked in 2 runs in each. There's a Met on every bag. And Harvey goes down swinging for out number 2.
Nice pitching there by Brett Anderson. Treated Harvey like a hitter, just kept staying with that good hard slider. See that release, just tries to back foot it, and he does.
Back to the top of the Mets order now in Curtis Granderson, who hit a little number back to the mound his first time. In the air, pretty well hit to center field. And that ball is off the wall. It's going to clear the bases. Curtis Granderson delivers a bases clearing double. After giving up 3, the Mets answer with 4, and they're not done yet.
The first pitch fastball, Curtis doesn't often swing at the first pitch fastball. Went up there looking for it. A high sinker. It's a rocket off the wall, scores all 3.
Curtis with the money sign.
Granderson now 6 for his last 9 with a homer against Anderson. And boy, was that a big spot. Bases loaded, 2 out. And he rifles one off the wall. Here's David Wright.
Before this inning, the Dodgers had 25 at-bats with runners in scoring position. The Mets had 4 at-bats with runners in scoring position. Trying to change that stat in 1 inning.
One ball, no strikes. Hit sharply to short. Rollins gloves and throws him out. But the New York Mets have themselves an inning. 4 runs cross. They lead it by 1.